Something I don't talk about enough, but I really want to mention also when I'm just always working with people who are just beginning, maybe not beginning with their business, but they're just beginning to scale, how difficult it actually is to scale. And also when you're experiencing an up level, how difficult it also is to experience that again. So I remember in the beginning of my coaching business, I was being so chipper and I was thinking, oh, I'm really gonna help a lot of people because I had such a huge network and everything was going to be so great and I was going to scale immediately and everything. But when I actually put the things into practice, not as much people as I expected would buy. And so after a couple of months, I actually felt like quitting and I wanted to burn it all down. And so what happens is that I felt very lonely. I was afraid to show up. And I was also afraid that I was not going to make ends meet, like really being able to pay for my bills. And I've also felt very frustrated. I thought, well, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't it work with me? Why doesn't it click? All those thoughts. So the biggest lessons I learned from this is that I thought that it was important to get big results fast. But now I know that, one, overnight success stories do not exist. Every coach or any other person who claims that is lying. You need to put in the reps. So if somebody says that they have had an account for half a year and that they all of a sudden made millions, and then you figure out that they were a fitness coach for 8 years before that, an online fitness coach, that's not an overnight success. Because those 8 years as an online business owner, which is completely different than being a different business owner or working for a boss, that really counts for experience. So no, it's not an overnight success. It's a 9-year success. Number 2 is when you do get that success instantly and very quickly, and then all of a sudden you're not able to sustain that because your identity did not catch up with your success yet. So you're in a very messy part. So number 3 is that in my case, I was actually going through a lot in those first years of business. I had chronic pain, I was overweight, I went into very heavy therapy, shadow work therapy. My mother actually got terminally ill and she also passed away. And actually looking back, I'm thinking, I'm actually very happy that I did not get the influx of buyers that I have right now because I was not ready for that fully, completely. And I acted like I did, but I was not. And number 4 is that personally, I noticed that myself, I did not have a very strong brand. My brand was not in divine proportion, as I call it myself. So I would have scattered branding. I would speak about all different kinds of topics in my content. I was just still searching for my calling and also for my brand. What is it that I do exactly and who do I exactly help? So what you can take from this is that you are exactly where you need to be right now. You're probably not getting the success you want because there are still gaps, and that's okay. Do not let yourself be distracted by people saying they're an overnight success because they are not. Take your time, have some jobs on the side. I still did interim work for the first 1 to 2 years when I was in my coaching business. Do not compare your day 1 with someone else's day 100. Put yourself out there, fail, climb back up, and try it again. This is the norm. Once you will have discernment on where exactly you are and what needs to happen for you right now, you will become an overnight success within years.